So here we have the Creality Ender 3 printer. Now this is one of the highest rated 3D printers on the web today, priced under $200. This has been touted as one of the best options available for 3D printing noobs and beginners, and that's exactly what I am and the point of view I'll be using for today's product review. So let's go ahead and find out just how beginner friendly this really is. The product arrives partially assembled and packaged well, with foam inserts protecting all the integral parts of this machine. Though it is partially assembled already, you'll still have to set aside an hour or two to get this machine fully assembled. Let me tell you, the included instructions, well, they definitely leave a lot to be desired. So much so that I just bypassed them completely, and I went ahead and searched some assembly videos on YouTube that were a tremendous help. I was able to get this assembled in right about an hour using those videos, and that's something I highly suggest to you, a new user for a 3D printer, specifically this one, is to search those tutorial videos on YouTube as opposed to using the included instructions. Once assembled though, I was up and running with my first test prints in minutes. Included on the micro SD card that ships with this product is the necessary 3D printing software to create your 3D printer files to load onto the machine. It's completely free and does the job. However, me personally, I decided to go with the Ultimaker Cure software, which is also free to download, just because I thought it was a little more aesthetically pleasing and beginner friendly. However, I would personally recommend you try out both programs and find out which one suits your needs the best. Leveling the print bed is easy using the adjustable wheels on all four corners of the print bed. Once I had it level, created my first files, I was ready to go. This kit comes with a very small bit of PLA filament to get you started, but it's definitely only enough to really do some minor and very small test print. So you want to make sure you pick up some more printing filament as well, before you go off starting to plan some big print projects. So first I started small and printed myself a few action figure stands for some of my NECA Ninja Turtle figures. I simply searched online for the print files, downloaded them, converted and sliced them into the appropriate 3D print file necessary, and then loaded them onto the SD card into the machine for printing. Now these little stands are a great help for posing my figures, and they make sure these turtles don't go tumbling off my shelf anytime soon. Then next I did go a little bit bigger and went with this standard 3D print file, this nice cute little dog. I was very impressed with the line work, the detail, and everything like that. This, being one of my second or third prints right out of the gate, it gave me a lot of confidence that I had this thing dialed in and that the print quality and everything was going to be exactly what I wanted to. So after the dog, I upgraded, went a little bit bigger as, things do, and I made this nice little 1/12 scale arcade cabinet, which forms nicely with my action figures, and honestly, it's just going to be a nice, perfect little pairing here. It's got, buttons, joysticks, actual coin door there, throw some paint on it, some graphics, and this thing's going to look absolutely fantastic posed with my action figures. So very impressed with the print quality right out of the gate for a beginner like myself to go ahead and get this up and running in under 2 hours. Now print time obviously is going to take a while. This little dog took about 3 hours because I had it on some nice detailed settings. The arcade cabinet, I think this took about 15 hours, so definitely if you've got ambitions to print large, big things, keep in mind that you're going to be waiting quite a while to get those things printed. Navigation in the user interface of this printer is pretty easy. All commands and the menu options are accessed using a click wheel on the LCD display that is attached to the right-hand corner of this machine. Now, of course, everything can't be all sunshine and rainbows with this printer, and there are some design flaws that even as a beginner I was able to pick up on really quick. And first and foremost was this exposed fan that sits underneath the print bed. Now, firstly, I went ahead and printed this, found this on Thingiverse. This is a nice little fan shroud with some vent holes and everything that covers that up. But as you can see, sitting underneath that print bed, having filament always falling down, you're just asking for, disaster when you get that underneath jammed up in here and loading into the fan with that excess filament falling off the print bed. So definitely first and foremost, print yourself one of these before you get anywhere near doing something crazy or long prints, because you don't want to kill your new machine just because of this simple design flaw. Now there's some other design tweaks and things you can find on the Thingiverse, such as the print filament tubes and things like that, so you can have this load it at a better angle, things like that. But overall, the only other complaint I had was this stock print bed. Now this is, held together on these little alligator clips here, and you can see the remnants of several failed prints I've did. In fact, I finally just got sick and tired of this one because I just had all sorts of issues with the adhesion, and I went and got myself a little magnetic flexible print bed, and it was a absolute godsend. The moment I switched over to this, every single one of my prints worked out flawlessly, didn't have any issues whatsoever. Very easy, very cheap. Like I said, it just throws on there. I don't have to move these clamps every time to adjust the print bed. I don't have to scrape it anymore. Since this is flexible, I can simply pop it off since it's a magnet, bend it, and then boom, all my prints come off very easily. So that's another thing I would highly suggest if you're a new user for this Creality Ender 3, is get yourself either a glass bed or one of these flexible magnet ones. At the end of the day, the features and the functionality you get out of this little machine were quite impressive, even to a beginner like myself. Does it have some drawbacks? Yes, of course it does, but what doesn't? And some of those drawbacks are very easily remedied in my opinion. So does everyone really need a 3D printer? Probably not. Do you want one? Probably so. And if that's the case, well, I'll put product links down in the video description box below, because honestly, this is a great tool for beginners looking to open up their eyes and the world of 3D printing. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, share this video with your friends if you found the information helpful, and as always, thanks for watching, guys. It really means a lot.